Now that all four elements have been gathered, it was finally time for a new arc to be created. Where Alec will have to go next to perform this task will be where it all began.
Hey guys, what's up? ArcLad here, and welcome back to another episode of Arc the Lad 3. Believe it or not, thought I'd let you guys know, this is actually my second attempt at recording this. I actually had guests with me last time I tried recording it. Unfortunately though, as much as I really wanted to use that clip and get this thing put up for you, I was forced to scrap it simply because the mic quality on my end came through muffled, and I was trying to no avail to find a way to resolve that, so I was forced to scrap it. So, but they understood. I'll try to have the same guest come through in one of the later episodes before we finish this Let's Play out. So, yeah, it sucks. Meantime, getting back to the story here of where we left off. Last time, we have gathered all the materials needed to create the arc, and also through past videos, we've managed to finish every single guild job there was. We now have a 7th character in our party. We have Miss Henrietta Rochefort. Yes, thanks to you people at home that have been viewing my vids here throughout this Let's Play and through the votes, saying they wanted me to recruit her, I did. She's still a spoiled little brat, but I think she's finally starting to slowly learn how things actually work out in the real world, and that you can't always have your way being as snobby as you tend to be. But if you watch the vid part where it covers the job as to why she is as she is, it kind of goes into a bit more detail about how she truly is deep inside. So yeah, she's now with us and is actually working with us to try to help save the world. So now we've had to pay another visit to the guild master. And as far as where we need to go next, well, Gogan decided to take a trip out of his little dungeon for God knows how long it's been since he's been out. At least that's what he admits, and is letting us know that apparently the next place we have to go is Itiru Isle, the place where there's that giant ghost crystal, which is actually the very first dungeon in the game that we had to go through. Alec and Let's both had to go through to become hunters. So it's kind of ironic that that the place we have to go to end it is a place we went to in the beginning. Go back to the beginning, as it were. So with that in mind, this will actually be the very last guild job in this whole game. This will be job, I believe, what is it, 102? So, yeah. I kind of wish Gogan would go with us. I would like to see some of his power, since it's been quite a while since we had him fighting, or actually since he's seen many battles, but oh well. But before we get started with the last job, let's get our bounties from past jobs. This is from the Eternal Flame. Do the Monster Card Tournament, which that was kind of fun. Find the missing daughter. Well, because we recruited her to join us, we ended up failing that. So, oh well. We won't get a perfect, complete run of finishing every single job, but at this point, I really don't care. It doesn't matter much. I'm already a god hunter, okay? I think I've probably achieved one of the highest ranks amongst anybody in the entire guild, and all the guilds from around the world. I'm like top dog. I'm like I am up there with Elk and Shu and all them others, if not maybe even higher. Well, who's to say for sure, but yeah. I think I can let a few merits and a little bit of cash go because I've got tons of money already. I'm good. So, yeah. What's one loss? So, anyways, moving on. Since we've got the official job request from the Guildmaster to create the Ark, which we was going to do that anyway. It's not like we needed to have a job. That's another thing that's always kind of bugged me a little bit. Like, in order to advance the story plot, we actually have to make it look like it's another guild job to advance the plot. See, in the second game, you never had to do that. It's just like, you work that out yourselves, and you just go do what you have to do to complete the game. Guild jobs were always a second thing, but that's just how the things roll in Arc the Lad 3, I suppose. So, traveling back to Terror Isle, we get a sense of deja vu, I guess? Well, it just seems so surreal that, you know, it's been crazy, because after all this time, we're actually going through this place again, even though technically in this case this will be my third trip through it, because the second time I had to go through it, I was hunting dragons for another side quest. I believe it was for the Earth Dragon. So yeah, enough philosophy. Let's get on in there. Yep, let's go ahead and finish this thing. We've journeyed far and wide. We've done a lot. So let's go ahead and get this all sorted. And what have we here? I recognize one of the monsters that I believe might have been from, you know, from the very early stages of the game, like lower levels. Though I don't think they're gonna be that low of a level. So let's pick our party for this fight. I think I'm gonna have this group here. Yeah, as you notice, Henrietta is at level 22. Ever since I got her recruited, I have been I have been kind of working with her off camera, going through all the side quests and stuff that required battles. I've had her participate and try to get her a few levels to try to get her caught up somewhat to where the rest of the party is. Let's see. The only thing about as far as Alec's concerned, nobody's catching up to Alec. I'm sorry. I don't see that happen at this point. He's level 97, I believe. He's 2 levels away from maxing out. Digging into this, I found out that there is a level cap in this game, unlike the second game where you could probably go freaking higher than 100 or beyond. But no, 99 is actually the highest level you can go. So yeah, as if Alec wasn't broken enough already. Everybody else in the party, on the other hand, short of Henrietta, is about at least to reach about what, level 60? They're in their high 50s or so. So yeah, I don't think Henrietta's going to catch up that quickly. But hey, I mean, I'll try to give her a fair shot. I mean, believe it or not, some of her moves can be kind of useful. Like, most of her abilities, I mean, they may not do a lot of damage, but they do 50% of the time. And it's a little bit more often than what you might think. Do occur status effects on enemies, like confusing them, or holding them in place, or better yet, let's see, what was one of them that did? One of them that holds gravity, and better yet, the ruby laser covers a good range and can paralyze, which I find that kind of cool. I gotta admit that. And also, her jewelry box, yeah, it takes a ton of MP. I get that, but it does heal. But on top of that, it also grants a random buff. It could buff up your magic. It could buff up your attack. Defense? It's completely random. But either way, that's cool. Where you can, I think it's rather cool. You can actually heal yourself and at the same time give yourself a random stat boost. So I'm down with that. Even though it does take up a lot of MP to do so, this is kind of the reason why I'm trying to level her up as much as possible, because she does gain a lot of MP with each level up. Like, only in her 20s, and she's already gotten almost over 200 MP to use. So imagine if she actually got somewhere in the same levels around where the rest of the group is. I'd imagine she'd probably have maybe double, maybe triple the amount of MP that she currently has. So it'd be plenty to spend. Even so, I have been keeping the Romantic Stone on Alec this whole time. I ended up just leaving it on him instead of switching it over. And already he leveled up again. Oh man. Wow. Alec, you just don't stop with the levels, do you? Some of you might be thinking, well, why don't you just switch him out with another character? I just don't. I just keep him in there because I feel he's too important to take out. And plus, he's like my main healer. I kind of want to be ready in case of emergency, so I've just been using him this whole time. But anyway. So we got some polar bats? Yeah. Platinum pressure tends to cause gravity to enemies, and actually it's not. It's rather effective. I gotta admit that. I still like doing that now and then. Just a little bit of divide, just in case, you know. And I think, yep, that got Lutz another level up. Level 59. Awesome. So far, they haven't really been giving us that much trouble. I think, like, what's the highest that I had to deal with was level 50 so far. So yeah. Oh, and now come the dragons. The dragons are always the worst of the bunch to deal with. They have like high life. It's like high HP, high MP. Sometimes high attack power. Yeah, they can take a beating. But then I have this. Fatal Dagger. One of the most broken abilities in the game. And I freaking love it. Yeah. I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh, man. Because apparently, for a weapon like Life Stealer, for some odd reason, it reverses the effect when it comes to enemies like this Earth Dragon here. So, instead of hurting him, I actually ended up healing him and drained myself. That's very smart. And Henrietta levels up again, which rightfully so. I kind of wish that the level growth was a little bit more, would do a little bit more for Henrietta, you know, as weak as she still is in level. But then again, that's probably because she's not exactly wearing one of those one of those vests that lets you level up quicker. Oh, that's not so bad. I thought I would have done a little bit more damage for see if that takes care of him. Yep. That should probably almost get her another level, like, on top of that, since that's a high level dragon. Okay, let's see. At the fork, I think we're gonna go left here, since I think the last time we came through, I think we went right. So I might miss the treasure Oh. 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 And then there's this guy. Yeah, this kind of goes back to that dragon side quest I did from the past video. Because we used the power of the other dragon cards and we unleashed the ultimate monster, that is Ultima. Now you can fight Ultimas in certain spots where they may breed. And Ultimas, I believe, are the highest level monsters you can fight. And, you know, with a name like that and the stats, it's rightfully so, because god dang. So imagine trying to cardish one of these guys. Now the thing about Ultimas are, they've got some high resilience. So magic spells may do little to no damage. So your only resort is to try to do some physical, because I think physical is your best bet, and you still need to have like high attack power in order to stand a chance against these guys. But even so, none of that matters in Lut's case, since we still have Fatal Dagger. One good hit, look at that, almost 600 damage. But yeah, that fire breath, that powerful breath of his, that does kind of hurt a little bit. Yeah. Let's see, what should I try doing? Platinum pressure? Actually, yeah, it's probably a smarter move to try to do the jewelry box move, because that did kind of mess up Lutz pretty bad. So yeah, this is just for one dragon. Now imagine having to fight a whole group of these Ultimas. It might give you a bad time. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. All that for a Shimmer Stone. Oh, was that what I missed? Well, I didn't miss a lot then, didn't I? Okay, moving onward. I think we're getting close to the center once again. I know it's been up. Yep. I see a healing spot. And I see a save spot. So I think we're going to go ahead and make another save over here just in case. You never know if you might have to fight an intense boss to do this. Can't really say for sure. So always play it safe. And the last time we came through here, we had to fight Tengaron. I wonder if we got to fight some other mythical creature. Who knows? So we're back in the crystal room. Whoa, this is like deja vu all over again. There it is. In all its glory. I'd almost forgotten how beautiful the Ghost Dream Crystal was. Look at all the small crystals growing from the main one. It's so beautiful. That would make a fantastic chandelier for the dining room. Jesus, Henrietta, come on! This is not just some simple jewelry that you can just simply pull out. This is... oh, whatever. As Cheryl mentioned in the past video, Henrietta has got a lot to learn. And she does. She really does. It's just kind of a shame that she ended up joining so late in the game. Maybe if there were a way to get her at recruiter sooner, which there probably was, but I was just going in order here of all the guild jobs. And even then, she probably wouldn't learn much. I mean, at the end of the day, Henrietta's just going to be Henrietta. I mean, there's no way around that. So, just take her for how she is. So, we're going to set the materials up. We got the Eternal Tree, the Eternal Steel, and then there comes the Eternal Ice. And then there's Let's and Cheryl, where there's Eternal Flame. I got it. Give that to me. Whoa. Okay, no reason to fight over it. Just both y'all could have just brought it up and put it there. I mean, god dang. Oh man. All right, Guardian with the Crystal. We ask for your blessing to create a new arc.
After a long and difficult journey, you who seek the Ark have finally come before the crystal.
Who are you?
I am the intermediary between humans and the Guardians within this crystal.
Please, tell them we desperately need to meet them then.
It is possible to meet them. However, only souls apart from their bodies may enter the crystal. Unfortunately, there is no guarantee you can return to your body. If your desire to meet the Guardians overcomes your concern for self, approach the crystal.
Alec? Hey! What's the big idea? Why did you go and do that, man? Oh, right, okay. Gotta be the big man. I must do this alone. You could have just asked them to stay behind. You didn't have to go and just paralyze them all. Then again, they probably wouldn't have listened to you. So I can understand why you did it, but still, it's kind of a dick move there, man. It's like all of a sudden. There he goes. If he doesn't come back, I'm going to be very upset. Very upset. I do hope he knows what he's doing.
If you believe in your companion, he'll return to you exactly as he departed.
Alec, you have shown the selfless resolve of a true hero.
You are blessed to have such good friends to accompany you on this journey.
Who are you? There is no time to waste on such trivial matters. I must summon the Guardians at once.
Guardians, it is time to summon the strength to show yourselves.
I have come before you because the Dark One is trying to return once more. We need to create a new arc in case the Academy succeeds in unleashing it.
There is no need to tell us your purpose. We have read your thoughts.
You have finally connected our two worlds once again, using only a heart of pure intent and a will of steel.
We shall entrust you with the ark you require to save your world.
Really?
Yes. However, though the Ark has the ability to seal the Dark One, it is your power that determines if it will.
It is up to you and your friends.
What does that mean?
You shall see. It is time for you to return.
It is up to us? What else could we possibly need? The answer to that should already be clear to you. I'm afraid it's not.
Alec, we've been watching your journey from the start.
Really?
Yes, through the crystal you wear about your neck.
My hunter's crystal? Your friends fear for your life. It is time to return to them.
We shall continue to watch you from the crystal.
Be strong.
The future lies in your hands.
I'll do my best.
He's as much as you were, Alec. Eager to embrace his destiny and save the world.
Yes, the world has produced a new hero to safeguard life itself. And so, the time has come to leave this in his hands and embrace our future together.
Wow. That was pretty crazy. Huh. Well, what do you know? He came back. Managed to find his way back through the pathway after all. That is nuts. So, we actually, not only did we get to see the Guardians, but he got to see heroes of old. Well, I don't know if they're that old. This case being Alec and Kukuru. That was pretty intense. So what did you discover with the crystal then? We have the blessing of the Guardians. Yeah, we do. A new arc will be created. Awesome. So all we gotta do is stand back and watch the magic. Look at that. A magic box that glows. Although, I don't know. I was kind of half expecting it to be just, I don't know, a little bit bigger than that. But, then there's the saying, as the saying goes, great things come in small packages. And this is something really great in this case. We got a freaking new arc, people. Yeah! Now that we have the means to seal the Dark One, it's time to go to the Sky Castle. Oh, you would love that, wouldn't you? So we gotta go find Elk, see if he's got that ship ready. But first, we report to the guild for the final time. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, this job is a success! Woo! Awesome! Alright then. Well, we've gone on for a pretty good while. Let's go ahead and hop aboard the hovercraft, head back to Paltos, and check in with the guild real quick. And I think we're gonna call it a day for this episode. But yeah, there's only one place left to go to afterwards, and been a long time coming. But we're finally going back to that sky castle, the same sky castle from the second game. Which, ironically enough, just like the second game, as that was the last dungeon, it will be the same deal here. It's kind of weird when you think about it. Paltos Guild. Oh, you have some information, do you? Okie doke. So let's go ahead and claim my final bounty. All right, create new arc worth 1,000 G and 18 merits. It's probably one of the easiest 18 merits that I've ever gotten. And we are just 9 short from breaking 1,000, which I know where that came from, but that's okay. I'm satisfied with the status, with the rank I have now. All right, let's go back and talk to the guild master. Oh, well, it's not just one, but all of them are here from all the societies. There you go.
It's amazing.
Now humans possess the power to seal the Dark One again.
Yes, we do. We got our ace in the hole. All that's required now is to go to Ragnarok and ride to the Sky Castle.
Have you heard if Elk fixed the airship yet?
We have sent him all supplies requested, but have heard no word.
We'll have to head to Ragnarok and hope he's finished then.
Unfortunately, there's nothing else we can do to assist you. This final task lies squarely on your shoulders. Good luck, Alec.
We shall do everything within our means to save this world.
Trust that we will return with a good report. I won't let anyone down, least of all myself. This is for my mother.
Aww.
World's as good as saved already. With guns. I just want a big party when we pull this off.
Oh, you would, Lutz, you would.
With me, Alec, and the others, nothing is possible.
Oh, others? You just referring to them as others now. Oh, typical Henrietta. We're off then.
It's out of our hands now. I wish them good luck. They are going to need it.
Yeah, when it comes to dealing with the Dark One, you're probably right. But with that, peeps, we have run out of time for today. So next time on ArcLad 3, we're heading over to Ragnarok to meet up with Elk. And we're going to fly to that castle. We're going to settle things. So until then, I've been your host, ArcLad4. Take care and happy gaming. See you next time.